Hello, my name is Gabriel from GabakUSA. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the plugs RJ45. So if you are having some trouble just trying to put the cables in, or maybe you do one plug and then you do another one, and sometimes it fails and sometimes it will not. So here I'm going to teach you how you can pass the cable through the connector with this new connector, so that way every time that you make a cable, it will work just fine. So stay tuned, I'll show you how. We have to strip the cable, so in this case, as you can see, the cable is stripped already. So we are going to use this super RJ45. So we're going to use this RJ45. The model is EZ RJ45, so that is very easy. And okay, so now we're going to grab one of each. So what you're going to need is one of these as well. So if you can buy the original, that will be better because I'll teach you why. So the original costs like $100 and this kind of thing like 50. So but it will save you a lot of time and headache. So first of all, the first thing that you have to do is to put the cables together, and we're going to use this. So remember to pass it through. If you can do that before stripping the cable, it will be easier. Otherwise, it is possible. So maybe you have to hustle a little bit, but other than that, that's it. So once you have it like that, another thing that you have to keep in mind is to put it back together. So all together in one place, because otherwise if you crimp this RJ45 and you don't put it next to this, you're not going to be able to put it back. So I'm going to show you with this. In this case, this is how it works. So you put it like that all together and it will protect, so you don't yank this little locking mechanism. So that is how it works. So I'll try to put it closer, so I don't know if you can see it, but that it fits inside. So once you use the plier or this tool, it will push this to the top and you will lock it down, so that way you cannot separate it. But you have to do, remember, you have to do this before anything else, otherwise you will have to start all over again. So the good thing about this is, like you see in the picture here, so you have to pass the cable through, so that way you are going to make sure that every time that you build a cable like that, it will be successful, because you are not going to be able to mess up the colors, and every cable will make a contact with the pin and everything. So this little contact or pin, I don't know how you want to call them, but the contact that you have here, and it will work just fine. So once we have done this, we're going to put the connector in one side, and we're going to use these two norms, norm A and norm B. So we're going to separate the colors, and in the video I'll show you, of course I'll leave everything so you can follow the colors, and that way you're not going to mess up. I'll try to leave in the URL in the video description the URL, in case if you want to see the color. So what you have to do is just pull it like that with the fingers very strong, and try to keep them straight, and that way it will fit inside. Otherwise it will be kind of difficult, so try to avoid that. So in this case, one cable at a time, it works wonders. So as you can see here, very straight, I mean as straight as possible. Otherwise, if it is crooked, it will be hard to make it fit inside. So now we are going to untie it. There you go, another one. Remember, when you buy the cable, just in case, you will have the cheap cable, that is all aluminum, and you have another cable that is half and half, and you have the good cable that is all copper. So if you're going to do, I mean, if you have to run cables, just buy the copper one, otherwise 100% copper, otherwise you will have a lot of issues, headache and everything. For, I mean, the difference, maybe the 100% copper, it will be maybe 20%, 30%, 40%, who knows, depending on the price of the copper. But you will save a lot of time in the long run, because the cable will work every time. Other than that, if you're going to use the PoE to feed up any IP camera or maybe something like that, something else, and you don't have the good cable, it will be all bad. So that is something very important. So in this case, we're going to use this light orange. In this case, we are going to leave the blue in the middle, as you can see, blue in the middle. We're going to leave this. It's very easy because it's light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, like that all the time. So in this case, we're going to use it like that. So I'm going to show you. Let me arrange the cable a little bit better, and I'll tell you the color. So in this case is light orange, light green, and then we have to have the blue here, and then light blue, green, light brown, and brown. So is light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. That way you know that you're not going to mess up. So now that we have everything like that, we're going to put them all together and try to straight them. I mean, in worst case scenario, you're going to use maybe a plier or something like that. Hopefully you don't have to do any of that, but if you do what I just show you, you will be okay. So if you want something wonderful, the mighty Swift knife, with this you can cut cable. You have all the tips for different things if you are on the computer business. So now we're going to cut the cable so everything will be straight, as you can see, and then we are going to use the plug. So make sure that none of those cables are in the wrong order. So make sure it's light, dark, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Okay, looks fine. And also when you put them inside, make sure that they will not mess up. There you go. So it seems like everything went through. So that is cool. I'm not going to put it all the way, but I'm going to show you. Before doing that, make sure that you don't forget doing this. Otherwise, you will have to start all over again. So once you pull it all the way, so it's all together, and then you can pull the cable here, or you can push it like that. But before doing that, we are going to make sure that we have the right order. So we have light orange, orange. Okay, that was the alarm on my cell phone. So in this case, I just turn it off. So in this case, we have the light orange, as you can see, orange, light green, blue, light blue, green, light brown, and brown. So once you have everything in order, as I hope you can see it better like that, and I hope you can see how if it fits inside, so that way you will have like professional cable. So we have to push the blue a little bit more toward this side, so it will be better. Okay, cool. Now we have a little bit of the blue on inside. Anyway, the cable is very tight inside. There is not much I can do. Even if I want to pull it, just make sure that both pieces are very tight all together. And then we are going to use the plier, as you can see here. We're going to put it inside, just crimp it, and there you go. That's it. So this that is what I was saying. If you can buy the good one, at least the original one that comes with this kind of plugs, they're much better, because the one that is expensive, it will cut this. Otherwise you have to cut it manually. So that is the bad thing. Other than that, everything looks fine. Just make sure that everything is very tight. And even if you want to pull the cable, as you can see here, like that, it will work. So if you can buy the original, great. Otherwise you will have to do like I'm doing right now, a little of scissor, and then after that what you can do is just use the Victorinox and cut the little bit, and that's it. So as you can see, I just cut it with a knife and it looks pretty good, and that's it. So if you don't do that, you will have difficulties plugging this in a switch or Ethernet card or anything like that. I hope you have enjoyed this class. So if you knew these kind of plugs, just let me know. Also remember, I'm going to leave you in the video description the link if you want to buy them, so that way you can make your own. So I hope you have enjoyed this class, and see you in the next one. Bye.